welcome to our PGA Tour coverage here on 2K Sports. We're at the Golf Club Championship. Today's coverage is about to kick off. Delighted you're able to join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey. It's great to have your company, and I'm alongside Rich Beam in the booth. Rich,
hello everyone, this is ONC567 or Lance Orworth, as you know from Gofundme. I am providing a small update. I'm just running something in the background for this video, so if you need something shiny, well, some shiny colors, so you're not looking at black screen, I'm providing at least a little bit of something in the background. I want to give a slight update on the Gofundme. I did say in my last video I was going to start something, but unfortunately what ended up happening was someone said, my sister-in-law, I'm gonna do one for you. I got told today, well, not today, but the day I was gonna make one, that they were gonna do it. So I said, give me the link, I'll post it on a few sites and everything. Because there's no sense in making two if one will do just nicely. I mean, we're not diverting funds and we're not competing against each other. I wait almost a whole week for the update. Find out, no one's doing it for her. So I ended up making one after waiting longer than I wanted to make one. So that's why the update on the GoFundMe took a little bit of time since the announcement. And let me check right now. I don't have a thing open, but I have a way to get one open. Just give me a moment. I'm just throwing up something in the background in case you guys need something shiny, in case, you know. Let's see, I'm going to update. We're sitting at 480 right now. Almost 500. Or one obituary. Yes, an obituary. That's all we funded so far. I'd like to get a little bit more than that, to be honest. And that's why I wanted to go into a little bit about what GoFundMe is raising for in video for, so I can actually, you know, talk with you guys about it. It's not just, like I said, we're not just doing cremation, wake, and headstone, which is priced on its own. But we're kind of struggling at the moment, I won't lie. I mean, it's kind of hard to fund a funeral when we just spent a whole lot trying to improve the house so my mom could get home after last year, and we're still paying out for that. Which he basically went and got stuff, he had stuff in the yard. Well, I should say he had, because he's no longer with us, but he used my mom's money, got the stuff, so he can, you know, do all the work. My mom approved all the upgrades and everything. So in short, the house projects were funded. And that's part of the thing about my brother. He wouldn't say no to helping someone. I think it was 2 days before we were supposed to go in, he was going to help someone with his car. And here we are with the third shot. I mean, that's how the kind of person he was. If you needed his help, he'd help you if he could. There's something I wish he would have helped me with. That's why I already know what that is. But yeah, not gonna dwell on that. I mean, it's one of those things, he's been just so well helpful that it hurts. We've been working slowly on doing stuff. I've been contacting the family, trying to get everybody in to know. His wife and eldest son have been trying to clear the room. They're actually emptying his room out. It's not easy. It's never easy. So that's why I've been basically almost underground. So I've been working on helping when I can, doing, you know, research and everything.
Currently 1 under for the day. Moving up the leaderboard.
But yeah, let's go right into what I was going to mention.
Tee is yours. Here we are at the 4th hole.
I mean, I did mention a lot of it already, what was going on. But right now, we're looking at a good amount on his funeral expenses. Like I said, we're not holding a full thing. We're not going to be,
This drive's heading for the fairway.
oh, look, we're
Nice.
burying the body at the cemetery this day. No, we're not doing that. It's going to be only a wake. We're going to have a cremation, and there's going to be a headstone. He's going to be buried with my father, and that was going to be the plan. So that's going to be paid for as well, the burial, too, because they got to bury the urn. And anything they need to put around it or over it or under it or through it. You know, that whole thing. There's also the fact that he's got a few credit cards that need to be paid off, possibly. I mean, he's got at least one shirt, but, there might be cards we don't know about or anything, which there probably is. As well as anything he's got to pay off that they're not going to deduct. So, knowing that we only have the cremation funded and all this, is why it's set at $30,000 at least. I'm not asking for that because oh, this amount would help everyone. No, I think I actually underestimated, to be honest. Don't forget, this is 2023 money. And after paying everything so far and knowing that just the obituary alone is going to be over 300. And by the way, it's going to be for 2 newspapers, so. And we're not talking small ones either. We're talking at least decent ones.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
I haven't given any money over to my sister-in-law yet. That's because she's still, like I said, grieving. She's having trouble clearing the room. She goes in there for a little and then she's just done. So I'm letting her get over it. So at the moment, like I said, we only have 500.
Taking aim from around 240 yards.
But to be honest, I really want to get this up there. I mean, you know me on the channel. I don't like begging for money.
Opting for the 3-wood.
I like asking for money. I'd rather, have it earned through the projects and the channel. But this is one moment where it's one of those that she needs it.
The power game in pure fashion.
Otherwise, we're probably not going to have anything, and that would be good. Or we got to wait months out, and we don't know what's going to happen that time. That's why I'm asking for help on this one. Because it's not cheap. I wish it was, but it's not. I am just taking a moment because this is, like I said, this is not easy.
This one's from downtown. Make sure you get the pace right.
See, I went over the... Yeah. But there's a big reason I really wanted to also make sure this brother gets celebrated besides my first one. I'm going to go over a little bit. Every year I play Legend of Zelda, usually around Christmas. It's usually, and it's into the past I usually play.
What a putt to make. Well done.
I did that for him because he was murdered. If you saw the episode I linked in the last video of a certain show that was on him, you'd understand. Good drink, I need that. Well, that show, that brother, was all my others. The part of the reason why I got a Sega Genesis. They were the reason why I got a Super Nintendo. They pitched in to make sure I got that for Christmas when I wanted it.
This hole here is a par 4.
When Legend of Zelda was, I think it was out already for a little bit. Yeah, I think it was. But when that game was brought over,
a super chicken.
my brother played it with me. The one that recently died. We went through the whole game. He showed me how to beat everything in that one. It was actually his doing. So I learned how to actually, beat the boss, find out how to beat them. He also showed me another car that was only a rental game. Was Newman Haas IndyCar Racing. He had to return that one, but Zelda stayed. I didn't know at the time, but we got to keep that one. That kart
setting up to play the shot here from the green side rough.
Has had many runs. And I mean many runs. I get better and better at it, and nowadays 000 is actually easy for me. I mean, you saw when I did the project. It was the first project I ever did.
The leader now has a
That was
one-stroke
years of me learning. Just like Sonic 3 was years of me learning. I didn't even know he played Sonic 3 on me until after my mom told me that I was deleting his file because he gets to level 2 and I thought it was a glitch. That's how young I was. I mean, when you're talking to a 6-year-old about who doesn't know the fact that there's more than one level, or that the image actually wasn't a glitch but was Hydro City Zone. I almost said Hydrocity. I say Hydro City. Whatever works for you guys.
Okay, not the best
But yeah.
result, but a chance to get up and down.
And coming up well short.
He got the Hydro City Zone for me. No one told me it was actually the next zone, and I thought it was a glitch. I kept deleting the file on accident. Oops. Yeah, I felt bad. Nowadays, you look at me and look how good I do at the game. I have the blue sphere puzzles memorized. I go through the game like it's nothing.
Here getting this up and down.
Same for Zelda, but it wasn't for not just for nothing. If it wasn't for my brother, I don't think this channel would exist.
Lovely touch. Well played.
I don't think my summers being inside when it was too hot actually playing video games would have existed.
Well hold. Let's
Who knows, I might not even be here. I might have had a asthma attack outside from being too hot.
of the leaderboard.
That's the kind of person he was.
It's going to take 2 great shots to get on.
I remember when he used to take his 4-wheeler and dirt bikes out, he'd go through the trails and whatever, find a path to go through. Then take my nephew out, which is his eldest son. He has more than one. And then he'd take me. And they'd do another round, and we'd do different rides throughout the day. That's the kind of person he was. This continued for a good amount until I forget when.
Sitting at 3 under par.
Now forgive me ever getting on
Currently in the
one.
lead.
But yeah, that's the kind of person he was. A good, kind person. He had friends always in the yard. He'd always be helping them. He'd always be working on the weekends. He wouldn't rest. He'd be helping them fix their cars or whatever. That was his thing.
A great shot here at the 8th, and a chance for birdie. This putt just
And I feel like it's now my time to actually help him, at least with
I like
something.
the look of this. Gee, he's making this look
I mean, I
easy.
helped him when I
It's
could,
surging
but...
ahead. And with that, he'll move to
Well,
4
like,
under
well, I'm
par.
basically... I'm not good with tools. He's good with tools. I'm good with tech. He's not good with tech.
Here we are at the
Put together, look what we did. I mean, I was able to find stuff and price stuff for him while he was out. I was able to do the math on the stuff while he writes all the checks needed. Like, you put us two together, we had a, decent operation going. So this is why I'm so really gung-ho about this fundraiser and trying to get something, because I'd like to say goodbye to him, to be honest. I would like to have the wake.
Well, definitely not where they
But it's
planned
so
to
hard
be.
right now
They
with
could have had a lot
all the stuff we've already paid for. I mean, we've already...
pretty good year.
I think we've hit near 10,000 on remodeling the house for my mom.
What can you say? Holing out
I
from a
think.
fairway bunker, simply remarkable.
Like, it's not cheap. And we're not done.
At the 9th.
That's also why part of the funding, if we go over what we need for the wake, the rest of it is going to finish up the projects he started. Finish what he couldn't, so he can watch us, so he can look down on us and smile.
Driver off the deck.
Get these projects done, so he knows we're all okay, and he can rest easy knowing that everything he couldn't finish was finished. Because we still got the bathroom to finish. We still got painting to do. We still got a ramp we got to finish for my mom, because it's only kind of partially finished. It was quickly put together for my brother. But to get officially finished would be the goal. So that's why the goals are listed as they are. If I need to put anything else on, I'll put them as we go. So that's really why I'm,
8 feet to the cup.
like I said, it hasn't been easy. I haven't gotten around to thanking people yet because, like I said, I've been working on stuff and
Starts off on a good
the room
line.
takes time because he does have a lot of
Drops,
stuff.
and that's back-to-back birdies.
And going through it, I've been helping my mom find photos. I've been helping when needed.
4 shots up
Besides
after
keeping
that.
track on other things and trying to also, research and all that.
At a par 4. Step up to the tee and
But I do have some updates. Well, less for the Kickstarter, more for the channel now. This is going to be one video, so if you're only here for the fundraiser, I just wanted to let you know on where everything is and why we're doing this. So we're pretty much done with that part. So if you're only here for the fundraiser and you want to leave, I'll thank you guys for watching. If you're here for the actual channel updates too, we're going to continue with that now. Whereas if you want, you can also mute me and watch the rest of the play. I will finish up this round, the PGA Tour that I'm on. So if you don't want to hear me, you just want to mute and listen, go ahead. But the channel,
nicely done.
as we stand right now,
Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
I am still working on stuff. Things are slowly calming down, but they're still, you know. And I'll be honest, I haven't been able to focus on the game, on anything at all.
And that will take him to
I mean,
6
you're
under.
seeing me play PGA 2K21, and you notice
Now
I'm
we
not
go to
doing the
15th,
best.
where this
I'm
happens
not
to
playing
be
like a
the
pro,
goal. Ian
but I'm doing
Poulter
okay.
with the beauty here.
That's partially why I'm a little, because I haven't worked on anything, because I don't think I'd be able to do a good job on it right now. And trying to fight Nemesis like this would not go over
So with the
well.
hole behind us, let's take a look at the leaderboard.
Well, as I said, I've been up, I've been down, I've been up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up and down, and up and down, and up and down, and up and down pose. That, yeah, I really had no chance to really
Let's see what
relax.
happens here.
With everyone else on edge, it's been, you know. And we've all been exploding on each other because high stress.
9-9, I think.
So, yeah, that's why there's been no episodes, because I've been in no mood where I could confidently perform the work for the
That's
channel.
right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
Otherwise, I'd be going ham.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Looks good off the blade.
So, with that, knowing that,
5th birdie of the day. And that will
also
take
got
him
some
7
news.
under. Managing to maintain their position.
I
on the
will
leaderboard.
be moving out of the dungeon. For those that don't know, the dungeon's where I've been recording for the last 9 years. It's always been where I've been working. I'm officially moving out. But don't worry, it's not to a bad place. I'm inheriting his room. I'm inheriting his TV. I'm inheriting a
This
little bit of a
wasn't too
setup.
bad in the first cut.
This means I will inherit a lot of stuff that will actually help the channel. Yes, I'm actually going to be improving the channel again. With stuff that he's left me basically because
Hit offline that
of
one.
stuff.
You're now into the lap of the golfing gods.
So, we will be moving in a few weeks. It's a larger room, and I'll have more of a setup. This is good. Because the larger TV and a better setup means I can do something much easier.
This one's for birdie.
It'll also mean I'll have a better setup than what I have right now, and I can actually improve.
We'll move to 8 under.
As in, I might be able to go to another site and actually start doing something
Still
in my
the
off
lead now after
time.
that hole.
Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, twitch, twitch. TV, TV. So the channel might be getting more content
Here we find
soon.
ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
There is some work to still do, though. Like I said, the room has to be cleaned up. But I'll be also inheriting his Nintendo 64.
This looks to be
With
heading
this,
for
the
cut
only
zone.
systems I don't have are Wii U and Virtual Boy for the Nintendo line.
Luke, that did not.
It also means
end
the
up
only system
where
I don't
you
have at
said it was
Sony is a
going to.
PS5.
It's in the rough.
And I still have the computer.
Going with the
I might be
6-iron
running a
here.
dual rig setup. So knowing all this and knowing that I had two mini consoles at least, and the systems, the 2, the 3, the 4, the Switch, the Wii, plus the Famicom itself and Super Nintendo. Yes, I actually have a Famicom. Shut up. Well, Super Famicom.
That's the right
And a regular
pace. This should
Nintendo.
drop.
We got a lot of
Will help you
options.
move up the leaderboard.
We got a
And
lot of
it's time
stuff we
to
can still
recap that
play. And it'll be easier to switch between game systems too. Plus, I'll be able to see, instead of using the tiny TV that, like I said, is a hindrance, I'll have a nice big one.
Currently
And a
9
nice
under
chair
for the
sit-in
round.
that I can move into position so I can see easier.
All right, getting into
So,
our
in terms of
stretch.
content,
Tee off here at the
content
14.
might be improving. And more of it.
That one's right out of the top drawer.
Though it still comes at me knowing that there's still problems that could happen that don't have to do with the channel at all. Just like with the funeral, there is still things that could prevent me from going longer with this. Sadly, that stuff could still happen, especially with certain people. So right now it's looking promising with a chance of failure. That everything can still go wrong.
That's a little wayward.
Basically, I'm going to lay out flat for you guys. The reason why this is so easy for me to still do, even though the situation is what it is, my mom gets Social Security.
Well, that's very crafty.
It's
isn't
enough
it?
where I can caretake for her and she can pay the bills. It's not robust, it's not amazing,
Ooh, nice line.
but it's enough. We get by.
Wonderful effort.
We don't have a
Confirms the
we don't have a fancy house, we don't have a fancy car, we don't have much fancy, but we don't need
Now,
it.
8 shots in front.
Now the problem is with this,
Teeing off here at the 15th hole.
This hole is so important at this.
Good drink, I
critical
need that.
time. Go for it. Lay it
problem
back.
is
How much do you trust
McCarthy.
your swing?
and all his little friends in the Congress right now, they want to get the program.
Well, I'm sure it looked better in their mind.
If
before
they get
did
the
it.
program,
This lie's
I'm not
great.
mad that I'll have to go to work. Honestly, I'd rather this channel be the means for money because I have fun with it. And that was always a side goal. If it was ever self-sufficient, I'd be happy.
Coming up.
I mean, that's not something that if it came up, it would be, yay! I get to do this for a living and have fun.
Always nice
It's
to
one of
have
those
a birdie.
things.
He sits
But
in
also,
first
it's
position.
one of those, if I have to go, I have to go. I wouldn't want to. I mean, I'd rather get a job working on Nintendo or something if I had to, but from where I am, that's a little hard, and it just got less feasible
Looks like this one's heading safely
because I have
wide.
less options. So I'd have to hope that Prison Vikings or something would get picked up by a studio at this point, and I'd be
And
working
this
on
shot
that
here coming
project.
up from around
Or I'd be able to get the money
130
myself, and which would have been a middle step in the road if Patreon ever
yards. Choosing
takes
the
off.
nine here.
Because technically, any games I make is still part of this channel as part of the brand of Wentworth 8567, that brand.
Well played.
It's not just games, it's also the making them and also providing entertainment. That's why it would still be under the purview.
And that's for birdie.
Unfortunately,
Back-to-back
things are hard
birdies
right now.
moving the right direction there, Luke.
but we're hanging in.
And still in top spot
But
after that hole.
if Mick Dickathy, yes, I am going to call him that just because I am in a bad mood still, and I'd rather have a little bit of fun with him. If he gets his way and Social Security gets gutted, my 70-plus-year-old mother would lose her check. I wouldn't be able to take care of her. I'd have to go to work.
Let's take a
Now,
look
this
at
already
Jefferson
leads to a
just little while
problem.
ago.
My
Here's
mom
our
can't really be
giving
left
us
alone. I'm
another
going to say it
reason
right
they're on
now.
top.
She can't.
This is his third.
She needs someone here with her. Part of the deal with me staying home, working on these videos, is I take care of her.
That's awesome.
I'm the one that if she needs help with moving objects around the house, I do it. If she needs something, I help her get it. If she wants something cooked, like the air fryer, she had fish and chips today, I'm the one doing the cooking. I'm the one doing the vacuuming as long as I remember to and I can. Like, I'm the one that's running the house, basically, for her. This was the deal with me living here, basically, right now. Is I don't have to worry about working because I'm helping taking care of the house and everything is running.
Look at him just surging ahead.
If McCarthy cuts Social Security, my mom loses her money. I had to leave her alone. Leaving her alone puts her at risk. Oh, by the way, one other part of it is I also had to take her to appointments. She needs to get on a certain bus for elderly, and I have to be her personal care attendant. Which means if she needs to, I need to wheel her to and from her appointments by wheelchair.
Coming off the birdie.
If I'm working, I can't be doing that. And we can't afford a provider at this point. So you can see that this was a working deal that really helped everyone in the family. We're now at a point where we're looking at a chance that this whole thing will be disrupted if we lose all our money. So we're watching McCarthy with eyes, but it's been one of those that knowing that we just lost someone who was paying a lot of the bills. And then this, also still dealing with my mom.
It's heading to the rough for mine.
At this point, I don't know if the channel will make it to 10 years. That's how worried I am. It's caused a few panic attacks, so that's also why I also haven't been, So, I'm giving my outlook that I am still trying everything, but I don't think we're going to ace it. Speaking of acing.
Not bad. Always nice when you
So
can
right
just go
now,
ahead and tap
I'm
one
going to sum it up
in.
because the video is basically over.
And just tapping it in to end this round with the birdie.
As of right now, it is unknown if we'll be able to continue on, but I will do so as long as I can.
Lovely start to the
But if we do,
opening
we'll
round.
go into Twitch, and we're going to have more consoles in the future.
Right over there, Sean.
Yay!
Oh, it's been sparkling.
So yeah,
Hasn't it?
with
It's
that,
been a
I hope you
pleasure
guys
to
have
watch.
fun, and I'll see you
It's gotta
on the
be a
next
little
one.
strange, though, having
See you
such a
then.
massive lead because there's only one
And
way
for
to
those
go
of you
in
that have
this round.
donated, thank
Let's
you. I'll
see
get to
how they
personal
handle
thank yous
pressure
later.
this round.
And if you haven't, you can still do that in the link
Well, that just
below.
about concludes our
Until
coverage
then, I hope
on
you guys
behalf
have
of
fun, and I'll
Rugby.
see you on the
I'm
next
Luke
one.
Helbig.
See you then.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.